Novak Djokovic is waiting to learn whether he can play in Indian Wells and Miami. Novak Djokovic's former guru Pepe Imaz has revealed that the world number one was terribly affected when he was banned from several tournaments in 2022 as a result of his vaccination status. It comes as Djokovic waits to learn whether he will be allowed into America to play in Indian Wells and Miami after applying for a special permit. Djokovic experienced a season like no other in 2022 as he was left unable to play 2 Grand Slams and multiple Masters 1000s as a result of his unvaccinated status. While most countries have dropped their entry requirements, the world number one is still banned from entering the United States until May, leaving his hopes of playing the Sunshine Double of Indian Wells and Miami in doubt. The Serb's younger brother George recently revealed that the 22-time major winner had applied for a special permit to enter the country and compete, but the Djokovic camp has not offered any further updates as they continue to await a verdict. In the meantime, the world number one's former mental coach has spoken out about the difficulties Djokovic faced last year. Imagine that someone forbids you to do what you want, and you are not responsible for such a thing, Pepe Imaz, who worked with Djokovic from 2016 to 2018 told Marca. It is not only related to tennis, but also to some human things. You can imagine what he was going through. The 48-year-old has remained a close friend of Djokovic despite ending their professional partnership 5 years ago. And Imaz admitted that 2022 had not only been the toughest year of the 35-year-old's career but also of his life. Again, I have to point out that for some it was right, for some it was not, he continued. We have to say it again, he is a flesh and blood human being and all this has affected him terribly. It was Novak's most difficult year, both from the sports side and from the human side. One of the most infamous incidents from last year came at the start of the season in Australia, when Djokovic was deported on the eve of the 2022 Aussie Open after having his visa cancelled twice and spending time in a government detention hotel. The Serb returned down under this year and did not lost a match, winning the Adelaide International and a record 10th Australian Open crown to help him return to number one in the world. And Imaz shared the message he sent his longtime friend following his victory in Melbourne Park, adding, I sent him a message and told him I love him. A trophy is a great thing. But what he taught us is much more great, and that is that moment of emotion and love. Referring to a moment in which Djokovic went to his player box after winning the Australian Open and cried in his mum and brother's arms before laying on the floor and continuing to sob, Imaz also said, in that hug with his family, he showed that he is a human being, not a cold machine. At the moment of his arrival, there was not so much euphoria as feelings of awareness, empathy and love.